Welcome back to the Mookie Chilson channel. This is a video response VR for the Fast Breaks and Breakfast channel and their 200 plus subscribers giveaway. I know they are asking to show some cards of players in a uniform of a team that we're not generally known to play for. I wanted to show off a couple that we've got here, starting with the Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays, of course, famously a New York Giant, then a San Francisco Giant, and then finished his career with 2 years with the Mets. And Yogi Berra, who was a catcher coach, a very rare designation on a baseball card, 1965 Topps. Yogi had, I think, 4 at-bats with the Mets in 1965. And came to be a coach under Casey Stengel, his old New York Yankees manager. So those are 2 to start off with. And that was part of an explicit strategy by the Mets in the early days to get old New York guys, old Hall of Famers, and have them finish their career in a uniform so that somebody could come out to the Polo Grounds and see somebody they recognize, like Richie Ashburn, of the Phillies' great Hall of Famer, who signed with the Mets, or was, I guess, purchased by the Mets at one point. Same with Warren Spahn, one of the greatest left-handed pitchers of all time. There he is in 1965, looking like an older gentleman, just like Yogi, and there he is, pitcher/coach with the New York Mets in 1965. So those are 2 more. Then I'm going to get you into, this is a former Brave, Tom Glavine, who pitched with Greg Maddux and John Smoltz for many years. You can't really see that uniform too well, but he was a New York Met. Then you've got, this is for Mr. Fast Break, a former Dodger. Can you see Pedro in there? Pedro Martinez, who played for the Mets for a couple years after his time with the Red Sox. Of course, he started with the Dodgers, then the Expos, then the Mets. We also have one of those former Dodgers that you listed, Rickey Henderson. He played for the Mets in 1999 and 2000. Stole a couple bases, went to the World Series with the Mets. And then here's another former Dodger. I think he came to the Mets right after he was a Dodger. Eddie Murray, one of the greatest switch hitters of all time, Hall of Famer, and a former New York Met. There he is in that Donruss Elite card. And speaking of Dodgers, one of the greatest Dodgers of all time, Duke Snider. So he was, of course, again, same thing. You see that white hair at the end of his career. Duke Snider came to the Mets to help sell some tickets in those early days of the Polo Grounds and Shea Stadium. And you can see Brooklyn, Los Angeles, and New York in 1963. And here he is in 1964. And just to finish off a little bit more, I'm going to keep going because I had such a good time here. Here's another Dodger, Will Ferrell, somebody you maybe did not expect to see in a Dodgers uniform or an A's uniform or a Mariners uniform. There he is with the Angels. Will Ferrell did this incredible stunt one spring training, played for, I forget how many teams. I have the number of cards, 10 or 11 different teams. There's the D-backs. He went from field to field in Arizona spring training to raise money for a charity, and played a different position for all these different clubs. There he is with the Reds. He took a helicopter to the to the game and got out of it on the field with the White Sox. There he is with the Padres, climbing the fence. And finally, in this 1989 Topps style card with the San Francisco Giants. So there you have it. Those are my cards for players in a uniform that you were generally not known to play for. The VR for Fast Breaks and Breakfast. Thanks for inspiring this video. Thanks for all your amazing content. Thanks for what look like great looking breakfast burritos that hopefully are part of the prize package if I win. But if not, either way, this was fun. And so thank you. And we'll see you soon. Thank you.